So, today I thought I would tier rank all of my reads from last year. And I've been watching everyone else do it, and I want to do it so bad. And so I finally figured out how to do it without like it taking forever to set up. So I have it set up now. Gonna start screen recording, and I'm excited. I'll start by going through my tiers. So the bottom one, it's just an ellipses. I could say something, but I should probably keep my mouth shut. And yeah, that's all I can say on that. The one above that, someone's cup of tea, might not be mine, but I can see where it would be enjoyed by someone else. Mid, just a true mid. It was good, it wasn't great, I didn't regret anything. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but I wouldn't tell someone not to read it. It's just mid. Then we have Coursing Through My Veins. These top two, you might be a little confused. Like, what do you mean? But like, if something's coursing through my veins, it could be like something temporary. Like, I took Tylenol for a headache. It'll course through my veins for a little bit, but then it'll be gone. So I really loved it, but there were some problems. And it didn't have a big impact on my life. But it did for a short period of time. And then top tier, my lifeline. This is what I love about reading. This makes me believe in humanity. This is curing my soul. So, let's get started. The first one that's up here is Not Another Christmas Rom-Com, which was an audiobook from Audible. And I guess it's mid. We'll put it there for now. I didn't love it. I don't know, maybe it's someone's cup of tea, but it wasn't really mine. It sets itself up to be Not Another Christmas Rom-Com, and then the thing that makes it different is such a weird small thing that I feel like I don't understand why that's the title of it, but whatever. The Rachel Incident, by Caroline Donahue. Donahue, I'm pretty sure. It's coursing through my veins. It had its time and place, and I absolutely recommend it to other people. But it's not something, like, I'm looking forward. I'm in a year of rereading this year, and I didn't do it on purpose, but that's just what has happened. So, but like, that's one that I don't think I'm gonna reread. But if I do, I'm probably gonna love it again. But I think I get the Rachel Incident and Stargazer confused though. So it's gonna go coursing through my veins right now. The Perfect Couple. Okay, I'll say this was mid. This is the book, not the TV show. I did not like the TV show, but the book was better than the show, I think. It was mid. The Book of Life. Wow. This was the third. Okay, so I'm going to go in. This was the third Discovery of Witches, I'm pretty sure. It might have been the second, but I'm pretty sure it's the third. The first one's right here. I love the first one. It was coursing through my veins. It had a staying power. And, oh no, Shadow of Night was the second one. I didn't really like Shadow of Night, but I guess it was okay. Just not a lot happened in that one, but I didn't like the way it ended too much either, so I'll put them both in mid. Mr. Wrong Number. I think it was mid. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I'm never going to recommend it to anyone, but, or maybe I would, but it just wasn't Doesn't have, it was cute for what it was. Modern Girl's Guide to Magic. Loved, loved, loved that one. I, if you can tell, like, the theme, the through line with the fantasy books that I read is that I really like when someone does not really embrace what is going on and then they have to. And so I'm liking that. The Husbands, I guess it's someone's cup of tea, but it's not mine. It had such good potential, had such high potential to be a book that I loved, that could be coursing through my veins, but it just let me down on single every single turn. Annie Bot, on the other hand, it's kind of coursing through my veins. I think it's so interesting, and I think I'm gonna reread it soon because it brings up a lot of interesting topics, and I think if I reread it again, I'll get some more details maybe from everything that goes on, and that sounds fun. I'm gonna skip Love Theoretically for a second because I don't remember which one that is. But If Only I Had Told Her, which was the second to If Only I Had Told Him, maybe? I don't think I read that one this year. Oh, no, I did. Okay, so if Only I Had Told Her, it's someone's cup of tea, but it's just not mine. It was fine, but it didn't give you anything more than the first one did, but I did like the first one. It was cute. And that sounds so weird to say, given the topics, but I really thought it was a great book for its age demographic. So, A Little Life, it's someone's cup of tea, but it is not mine. I think I've already said how much I don't like A Little Life. I think that it doesn't have a perspective that a book should have if it's that long. And while I think there could be things said about how that's life, like there doesn't need to be some greater meaning or thing to take out of a life, that's just not how I choose to think. And because of that, this book was worthless to me. It really upset me. And not even in its content. The content wasn't even... It's very upsetting, but that was not so outlandish to me, knowing what I knew going in. And so I was just really disappointed that there wasn't anything to make my time worth it. And I don't feel like there was anything that like the author got out of writing it either, but I haven't looked into that, so maybe there is, and I'm not in tuned enough to understand that. But I feel like if you are an author, you cannot, like, you should expect that your readers only have this piece of your work. And if it's lacking, if it's alone, then that's what my opinion is. So that's where it's going for me. Paranisi. I don't know whether to put it in coursing through my veins or my lifeline. It was a great book, and I had no idea what was happening. And I knew that it was okay that I didn't know what was happening. And it was an incredible read, and I would recommend it to literally everyone. It was an amazing book. It was an amazing book. But I went in completely blind. Um, but I loved it. I loved it so much. Yours truly. Whew, that was coursing through my brain, through my veins. It was coursing through my veins. I loved it so much. That one might get promoted to my lifeline, depending on how the rest of the rankings pan out. Summer Romance by Abigail Monaghan. Monaghan. I really loved Summer Romance, and it was about Ethan and Allie, I think. I don't know. The vibes were amazing in this book, and I can't wait to reread it again. And I think it's going to go and coursing through my veins. I think I'm going to have a hard time putting a romance book in my lifeline, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The Whispers, Ashley Aldrain. Honestly, it was a letdown compared to The Push, and that's honestly all I can say. It was a letdown. Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. I liked it. I did think that the characters were annoying, but all in all, I thought that it was a fun slice of life, and I didn't mind that the characters were out of touch. I felt like it was very realistic, and I feel like it reintroduced me to literary fiction, maybe. The Graham Effect. It's mid, nothing crazy. I did really like it though. The Center. I guess it's someone's cup of tea, but the pacing was so weird, and although the premise was really, really interesting, it was just not the actual substance of the book was just so disappointing and did not give what the premise had. So it was fine. It had potential, but did not have follow through. The 7-Year Slip. People are gonna kill me for this, but I thought it was mid. It didn't change my life. I had fun reading it, but it wasn't revolutionary to me. I really liked it though. When in Rome. It was coursing through my veins. I really liked it. And it was just silly and simple, but I really, really liked it. I have some questions for you. I think it's someone's cup of tea, but it was not mine. I didn't really like it. I honestly don't even remember much about it. So it's probably someone's cup of tea. I guess I'm gonna have a hard time putting something down there into the no words category, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. To Heaven to Heist. I didn't really like it, but it was okay. It was entertaining. So it can go there. It can go in mid. Same with the last one. I thought I was reading a completely different book when I went in, and I still haven't found that book that I was looking for, so but it was interesting. I didn't really understand the ending of it though. So it was okay. The Wrong Mr. Darcy, also okay. Serendipity, I liked that one. It's about Fire Island and summer, and I loved it. I loved it so much. And I also loved, oh my gosh, where is it? Bad Summer People. I also loved Bad Summer People. Those two books really, they were really interesting, and I loved them. What the River Knows. It was mid. It was okay. Same with Listen for the Lie. It was okay. The Fury. It was so disappointing, but someone probably liked it. A Prayer for Owen Meany. Ugh. I think I love that book so much. And so it's going to the top with Piranesi. Fourth Wing, of course, is going to the top. I loved rereading that. Iron Flame, going to the top. I loved reading that. My Dark Vanessa. I'm putting it in the bottom one. I hated the main character so much, and I feel like for a book of this nature, I should not be hating the main character that much. Like, in A Little Life, at least I like felt bad for Jude pretty much all of the time. Like, my dislike for him never overshadowed the just like terrible things that he had been through. Whereas My Dark Vanessa, I like really wanted her to take some sort of agency over her life, and I don't know. I didn't like it. That's it. Romantic comedy. It's mid. None of this is true. Has its time in my... Honestly, it also got me back into reading. I think it was one of the first books that I was like, oh wait, what happened? And so for that, I give it... No, I'm going to take it down. It's... No, I'll leave it up there. It was interesting. It was very, very interesting. The Women. I love this book. And this morning, actually, I saw a post that was talking about how The Women being popular is so... it's erasing the Vietnamese people. And I completely understand that viewpoint. But I just feel like that's not what this book is about. And so I empathize with that feeling. But I feel like saying that this book is the problem is not helping the solution, if that makes sense. And I think that this book is a stepping stone into other cultures, you know? But it is a lot of people's first step into historical fiction. And I think that being so critical of people who like that book, it is harmful to sharing your message of diversifying readership or diversifying perspectives in the publishing industry. So I don't know. yes, like it is written by a white woman and it is about her experience, not her experience, but a white woman's experience in this time. And I think that is useful to go into stuff. So that's my opinion on that. Funny story. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I was not expecting to like it. I'm not an Emily Henry like stan, I feel like, in comparison to other people, but that one I liked a lot. So it was fun. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I loved that book so much. And it reminds me of TJ Klune. Um, I loved it so much. I loved it so much. Project Hail Mary. It was a great read. And the books at the top, they just truly could save a person's life, I feel like. And that's how I feel about Project Hail Mary. So I guess I'll put. No, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Gil's Off Right Diner. I've got nothing to say about it. Um, I'm gonna put all of these, um, Hades Persephone books in someone's cup of tea. I read a lot of them for not super liking them, but they were entertaining for the time that I spent with them. The Wedding People, I don't know. I guess it's up. I really liked that book. It it isn't like, it's not unrealistic, I feel like, and it it was a very simple, easy read that still like tapped into the human condition, and I thought it was great. Jackpot Summer, it was coursing through my veins. I loved Jackpot Summer. Same with A Study in Charlotte. I loved A Study in Charlotte, and it got me reading more The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, so it's fun. Murder is a Piece of Cake. Ugh, I don't know. I've got to put it in coursing through my veins. I love that book. Same with where is it? Hard Dough Homicide. I love these books. Out on a Limb. Honestly, I loved it. It was kind of crazy, but I loved it. Um, Margot's Got Money Problems. It had its time in my life. Same with The Midnight Library. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I also didn't care for the um anthology. I think I'm just not a short story person, or like that short of a story person. The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. It's someone's cup of tea, but it was not mine. Lore, it was mid. I liked it, but it was also weird. Drop Dead Cover and Hold On. It was okay. Same with Rosie and the Dreamboat. Honestly, I think I'll put that one down here though. The Exception of the Rule, it was fine. The Worst Wingman Ever, I like literally don't even remember it. But no, I literally don't remember it. So I guess it's someone's cup of tea. With any luck, I know that I didn't. It was same with the Rosie and the Dreamboat. Those are all like Audible shorts, novellas. And No, I'll just put them all up here. I did not like Royal Valentine though. So that one can go down there. I do remember that one vividly. 99% mine. I think I was expecting it to be more like the hating game. Just in like the feelings that were there. But it wasn't. So, yeah. The hunting party, I did not like. I didn't like it. Now I'm like getting tired of talking though, so that's the problem. Um, a tale for the time being. That's a that is a club classic. On Earth, we were briefly gorgeous. For me, honest, I liked the book, but mm, I don't know whether to put it in mid or coursing through my veins. But I guess I'm putting it in mid because that's how I'm feeling right now. Say Will Be My John. Ugh, it was so cute. But it was also overly complicated for who knows what reason. Simmer Down, I feel like it was similar to that. But I really did like it. I did not like Royal Holiday though. I think I would put Birding with Benefits and Icebreaker in the mid with Simmer Down. Even though I do really love those books, they're not anything crazy or special. The Glass Hotel, at my time of reviewing it, I think I would have put it in someone's cup of tea, but now I'm gonna put it in mid because I recently read The Sea of Tranquility, and I think it makes Emily St. John Mandel's writing make so much more sense. It was really weird to jump into the Glass Hotel, and I don't like that. I don't like that, but I do have more of an appreciation for it now. The Mayor of Maxwell Street, I liked it, but I felt like it was too long for what it was. And The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, I also really liked, but it wasn't anything special to me. The Wife Upstairs, I think I'm gonna put it in mid. I don't know. I think I will. Dating Dr. Dill, it's gonna go in mid. The Neighbor Favor will also go in mid. Love Requires Chocolate, it's someone's cup of tea. It's a YA book, I'm pretty sure, and it just wasn't for me, but I didn't dislike anything about it necessarily. Jennifer Lewis. I loved that memoir. I loved it. It was great. Meet Me at the Lake can go in mid. I don't think it was anything super, super special. I like The Cake Therapist. I'm like remembering, but I'm not super remembering, so I think it's gotta go in someone's cup of tea. It Had to Be You, mid. Below Zero, someone's cup of tea, even though I love Allie Hazelwood. I'm gonna put the rest of them in coursing through my brains, honestly. I could not get enough of her. Same with Saving Noah. It was a little crazy, so I guess I'm going coursing through my veins. Flora's Traveling Christmas Shop, I really liked. I really did truly like that one. And A Merry Little Meet Cute, it was cute, but not much else. Same with Honeymoon Crashers. It's a classic Christina Lauren book for the holidays. Same, it's an Audible shorty. The Christmas Bookshop I liked, but not enough to put it in coursing through my veins. Pumpkin Spice Cafe, mid. True Love, um, yeah, mid. I liked it, but it was fine. Watching You, I didn't like it that much compared to her other ones, but I think I still will put it in mid. Pretty Little Wife was honestly coursing through my veins. That was a very, very interesting. I think I'm gonna switch Pretty Little Wife and The Wife Upstairs. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Women in the Window, mid, I think. Little Secrets, I like. That one was one that I read for a Kyra's book club, um, like very quickly. And I think it was mid, honestly. Funny you should ask. I'll put it mid. You Shouldn't Have Come Here. I think it was coursing through my veins. Okay. After We Were Stolen was very interesting, but I think it's going mid. All the Dangerous Things, it was coursing through my veins. I liked that one. And last but not least, One Star Romance. I liked it. I liked it a lot. So this is my tier ranking for 2024. I read 104 books. And yeah, I've read 13 books this year so far, and I am loving what I'm reading. So, as I said, it's kind of the year of rereading for me so far, but I'm enjoying it. So, we'll see what happens.